Hello and welcome to another edition of The Unconventional Grower on plot 14, somewhere in the big wide world. In today's video we're going to be giving this bed a clear out. Probably going to be looking at some of the weeds that's growing on the pathways and getting them cleared out. I think what's in order is to get this fettled out as well. We'll of course be doing a few harvests. Just noticed some more digging. Still the plums on that tree to harvest, so there's that to do. I get a few bits and pieces of weeding. We've got this bed to tidy up a little bit. We'll be tidying this bit up. And a few other raspberries to harvest as well. So let's get to it. If you remember last year, we were late fettling out this this bed, so I don't want to make the same mistake twice. But of course, in doing so, I still want to keep these nasturtiums that are still attracting the pollinators, as you can see there, right on cue. So I want to be mindful of that. Now, we've had a really good harvest of tomatoes, so I want to also be in a position where we're saving some of these tomatoes and letting the seeds kind of sit in the soil dormant until the right time for them to germinate. We've also got this plant here that's still pumping out things, although that one's just come off in my hand, so that was never going to do anything. So just upon inspection, I don't think there's any new fruit coming along that, so it could be a case of harvest this particular marrow and then we get shut of that plant. So this is the focus really, is getting that bit of work done. Just as a pan round a little bit, getting towards the tree. I think there's even bigger lean on it since the last time we spoke. So I could do with taking some of the apples off this. And that's having an impact on the artichokes because they're leaning over as well. Oh, bash. There we go. That's the fail-safe in action. It's hit the extended limit on there. And rather than the top blowing off that way, it's hit the maximum, bounced back, and it's shut. There you go. Fail-safes in action. So we're halfway through cleaning this bed out. Now, I've come to the right hand side. We've got a few courgettes that have been pumped out from this plant here. I think there was a few more down there. So I'm definitely going to be keeping the nasturtium, and I'm just probably going to keep the marrow. I can see one or two tomatoes here that are still okay-ish, that I'm two on there. Now what I probably will do is let's just get, still going to lift these actually. I've done that now. So we can just get this fettled. And then what I've started to do, as I've just noticed a fair clump of tomatoes come with that, so I'll have a look at that in a second. I've just started to just drop some tomatoes in there, so they will decompose back, seeds will get revealed, hopefully they will lay dormant in the soil, in the compost, and then next year they will germinate rather than germinating this year. The tomato there, which can do one of two things with that. I can either put it on the soil, and I can eat it because not too bad. These ones also. Oh yeah, they're all right. Right, let me finish this and then on to the next job. I've now just come down to the second box house to get a whole lot of dead stuff out. That's giving it a bit of a tidy up. We can see what's going on. Pumpkin doing well. Got a couple of marrows now, and courgettes that's just at the back. So that's not looking too bad. I'll give that a water and then move on to just giving this a bit more of a fettle out than we did last time, and then I'll move on to the cabbage bed down there. So we've just got rid of some of the smaller cabbages that are not going to really do anything in here, but you've also noticed that I've taken the raspberries, just give them a cut back so you're able to see what's going on down here. I'm sure there's one or two rogue potatoes. Now, just in doing so, you remember the parsnips from last year where we let these self-seed? Our intention was that they'd hopefully grow in the box house, in the hoop house, but it didn't. But as I've just taken the wood chip back and just a little bit of the compost, you can see that there's a good healthy sized parsnip there. So that's going to be a bit of a bugger to get out, I reckon, because it'll probably snap. Whether I do that now or not is a different question, because there's one over there as well, and I'm not sure how many there are. I'll just do the same here and just see what's going on. I'm half tempted just to give it a wiggle, but I'm going to have to dig into that because it just feels like it's cemented in, so compact down there. So I'm not even expecting any kind of root on it. It's probably going to be a stumpy little thing. Right, so we've got the potatoes to harvest at some point. Look at this, the size of this. It's absolutely beautiful. There's another one here as well. That smaller one I'm going to take out because that's not going to do anything, so I'll remove that now. Thank you for your efforts. Another nice heart there, that's 3 of them. There's a small one there, which is doing alright. And then we've got the Savoyas here, which I think are just a bit shy of water. I think like this one here, that's not going to do out. I'll tidy some of the dead up as well. There's one over there that's surrendering. This one's surrendered. I'm not going to get out of that. They're all, the leaves feel really dry, so I'm going to give these a dousing of water and to pep them back up a little bit, because I fear for them, to be honest. But the weather's turning a little bit now. We're getting a bit more rain because it's been quite a dry summer. Can't complain about that. I complained bitterly last year about the weather being so wet, and this year's been completely opposite. So you can't complain. You can't have everything. So look at the sunflowers. Even the fallen champion, the stalk. I mean, that's the fallen champion, to be fair. That's the heavyweight champion. And it's still kicking out flowers. It is still kicking out flowers. It's relentless. Look at that beauty. There he is, the fallen champion. Still undefeated though. May have hit the canvas, but he's still not out. Right, I'm rambling now. So I'll get this fettled up. I'll see what's going on in that other bed, and I'll make a start with the next lot of harvests. Just before I do that, I've got 1 or 2 raspberries as well that I want to take out. So as well as this bramble that's lurking. Right, let's crack on. So I'm now just in the process of tidying the bed that's got the kale And the red cabbage, the other bit of red cabbage, not as good as the others, but these are small heads, so hopefully they'll last longer. Because I'm tickled in the ear by this fellow. And just in the tidying up process, we're just taking out these volunteer potatoes, so they'll give us a bit of a harvest there. Just taking some of the, like I said, the cauliflower that's done nothing, so they've been an experiment, but I've not borne any kind of result. So yeah, I'll just continue the harvest, and then we're on to the main potato bed. So a final bit of the action really here is the potato harvest. Now this particular section here is producing quite a decent sized potato. And I've got another example there. It's really good harvest is this particular section of the bed. So we've completed the potato harvest for today. Just looking at the label for the bigger potatoes, if you remember, that one we're putting them in the Kingsman variety, so that's certainly a variety for next season. Right, that will do for today. Thanks for watching. Join us again soon.